All right, so let's have a look and see where we're going. So we've got our cool online tools as our next segment. So one of my favorite pieces, I know some people here so really enjoy this segment as well too. So these tools, as I've said, these are ones that we use on a pretty much a weekly basis. Some of them around generating content, and others are, sort of helpful, like productivity tools as well too. Some of you may have seen before, and some of them may be new. So first one I have for you is one called writesonic.com. And what this is it is it's AI, so artificial intelligence. And it's a way of writing blog posts, for writing ad ideas, writing social media posts. And all you do is you type in a topic and maybe a quick description of the topic, and then you'll hit generate, and it will create posts for you. So one of the things to be mindful of these AI tools, they're not perfect. So sometimes you need to generate things over and over again, but my recommendation to you is to use it as an ideas generator. So that's why I use it, is looking for ideas that are going to be helpful to get starters for content. If you want to use it in a really compelling and useful way too, if you happen to do Facebook Lives or creating posts, great way to start to get some topic ideas for your Facebook Lives, and you can use that to talk to when you are videoing yourself. And you can use it for blog related ideas, or if you're sitting down with a blank, what do I write about? What do people want to hear about? Then just pop in your topic or area of interest, or what your business does into WriteSonic, and it will start to generate some ideas. And sometimes that's all you need, really, to get yourself going. Content for 2023 is a very, very hot topic, and it's something that everybody needs to pay attention to in terms of generating content, and it is generating unique content. So don't fall into the trap thinking these AI tools are going to do it all for you. These AI tools tend to produce some fairly generic content, fairly bland. So you really need to inject your spin, your personality, and your ideas into it as well too. So while everyone else is just throwing up these AI articles and ads and things, get creative with it and start to inject your own thing, and that'll help you stand out from the crowd as well too. So that there is writesonic.com. I use that pretty much weekly just to get some of those ideas that I need. Now, the links for this, we will drop these into chat as well too. So you're not having to squint to see how to spell it in the URL bar. We'll drop it into chat. In fact, this one is already in chat. And you don't need to worry about writing it down. At the end of the evening, you can save the chat. And at the bottom of chat, you'll see there are 3 little dots. If you click those 3 little dots, you can then go and save that chat to your computer, and then you can go and visit these sites at your leisure, either after this webinar or at sometime tomorrow. Or if you happen to be lost or maybe wanting to procrastinate, this is a great procrastination tool as well too. All right, so next one we have for you is yet another AI tool. And this one is for videos. So this one is called Pictory. So Pictory is a video tool that will do all sorts of things for you. So all you do is you're not creating your videos with Pictory, you are uploading your videos to it. It will, first of all, it'll transcribe your video. So it'll create transcriptions. But the great thing about it is it has a button that then removes all of the ums and ahs and these filler words. It removes it from the video, also removes it from the transcript as well too. That particular transcript, you can turn it into captions. So if people happen to be sitting in a place or at work and not having the sound on their phones or their devices, which I saw a statistic which was something like, I can't remember it exactly, but something around about 80% of people are watching videos on social media platforms with the sound off. Someone else may remember that stat exactly, but it is a number is around that sort of height there. And what it means is they're watching it in places that they can't have the sound or don't want the sound on. So they could be at work. Maybe they're sitting in their loos at work and they don't want it to be broadcast while they're having a private moment. They could be on the bus. They may not have headphones, or they may be just sort of scrolling through while sitting on the couch watching TV, and they've got others watching TV as well too. So those captions are all important. This Pictory has a very, very simple way of creating those captions. The other thing that it does too is you've probably seen those videos that have got tops and bottoms on it. So they might have your like a headline on the top of the video, and they may have a call to action on the bottom of the video. Then Pictory will actually do that as well too. So your video is actually framed in those top and bottoms, and so it means that it stands out on social media as well. So if you've got an event coming up, or you're promoting maybe your own webinar, or you're wanting sort of people to say click through to your website or to a lead magnet, it's a great way of sort of having a video with that call to action right in that video area as well too. So very, very helpful tool. We use it every week to this cool online tool section. We cut this up, and we use Pictory to do it, and that's what we use. So we've got 5 individual posts that we can post up on social media once a day. Some of you will have seen it on Facebook and LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. It's across all of those platforms there, and it's this tool that we use to cut those videos up and to get the captions on and that time. And it's super quick. In fact, one of my team, JM, is on the call at the moment. He is the guy that does all the cutting up of the videos, and both JM and Lorena, who are both here today too, they post it up on social media all over the place. All right, so that one there is Pictory.ai. That there is also in chat now. Now, the next one I've got for you is been a real game changer. So this is one that you may have seen a bit about. There's been a lot of talk about it on social media, and lots of people sort of jumping in to really look at, what are the uses of this. So it's called ChatGPT. I know some people on the call here are sort of familiar with it as well, and we've had sort of some or touch base and had some conversations about it as well. But this would be the most powerful AI tool for doing all sorts of things. Like it'll generate content for you. It'll even do things like write web code. So I've written web code using ChatGPT. Apparently, it will even create jokes for you as well too. So, if you're looking for dad jokes, ChatGPT is the place to go. Let me see if I can just log into this. I thought it was logged in, but obviously not. Just close your eyes while I put my email address in. Oh, there we go. It's already done it for me. Okay. All right. Continue. And I'll just give you just a taste or a bit of a demo so you can see how this works. All right. I may be able to, may not. The internet seems to be running incredibly slowly here today. Hopefully the video is not lagging for you. I hope that's all okay. Great. But it's certainly the browser is running very slowly. Okay, there we go. Password in. I do want to demo it because it's pretty incredible what it can do. It'll just give it a few moments to load up. So when you open up, you do have to register for this. So you register with your email address, and once you're registered, then it will let you in. It's free. Well, it's certainly free at the moment. They've got a paid version coming out, which I think is going to be around about $49 US a month. But the free version will give you sort of an idea of all the capabilities. The paid version is it can do so much more once they get the next version out. All right, Jeff says it can change your voice to sound like Donald Duck or Morgan Freeman as well too. So there you go. You can record something and it'll change your voice. So here we go. Here's they've got some ideas up here. So here's one here. All you do is you type in the chat down the bottom here what it is you want to talk about, and then you hit the airplane icon, and it will start generating content in real time. So what you'll see is it's got a typing bar, and it will start to type out content. So there you go. So now what it's doing is the question we've asked it to do. So this was a pre-programmed one into ChatGPT. It was explain quantum computing in simple terms. So what it's done is it's created a bit of a description of quantum computing. But you can do things like, as I say, create a step-by-step process. Oops, probably helps if I can spell properly. To market my business. They're fairly generic, but it'll give you an idea. But the more specific you are, the better the process is. So there we go. We've asked it to create a step-by-step process to market my business. Now what it's going to do is going to generate a number of steps. So first one is conduct market research. Next one, define your target audience. And so it'll run through and create steps. So I've seen people use it for things like creating course outlines. They've got a course they want to create. They've used to create a course outline. For people that want ideas for blog posts, it's able to create ideas for blog posts. Recently, I created a proposal for a client using ChatGPT. I've created, as I say, some code as well. It will do, as Jeff said, I hadn't seen that one there. It can do things like create voices like Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse or whatever. So your imagination's your limit with it. In fact, Jeff, who's on the call as well, I think has created some resources as well too. So anyone that wants some resources on how to use this, he's had his team researching some of that. I'm sure if you reach out to Jeff, he'd be more than happy to oblige and give you access to some of those resources. Sorry, Jeff, just threw you into that. So I hope that's okay. So have a look at ChatGPT. It is pretty incredible what it does. And I saw a representation of what ChatGPT is now, and it was a full stop on a page. The size of a full stop is what its capability is now. So this is ChatGPT version 3. ChatGPT version 4, which is due out very shortly. It's not the size of a full stop, but it's about the size of that microphone sock that you can see in the screen now. So that's the comparison of what version 4 will do. So incredibly powerful. Interesting thing about this one at the moment is it's not connected to search, so it doesn't do any searches of Google. So this is just information that it's gathered itself and learnt itself, and it's learning from people typing in their requests and information. But you can imagine at the point that it starts to trawl through search results as well, how powerful that's going to be. So one thing I would recommend, though, is don't use it for writing your university assignments. People have been doing that, and some have been caught out doing that as well too. But there are people that have been using it for that as well too. So there's one argument there is that, this will speed up a whole lot of things. But one sort of, I suppose, interesting concern that I would have is that someone said to me that this is just going to make us so smart. But what's really going to happen is I think a lot of people are going to be using this. So ChatGPT is going to start to make people dumber, just as GPS did. So how many sort of people used maps and would remember their way across a city or across a town by using a map? These days they use their phone, GPS on the phone, and they can't remember where they started and how they got to the end. So ChatGPT is sort of like that as well too. You're not really having to think for yourself. The real opportunity with this, I think, is to use it to help you generate ideas and help you to do some things that can really speed up the time. Then add your own spin in these and your own interpretation, and really sort of that's where you're going to stand out in the market as well too. All right, so Con says Web Chat GPT is a Chrome extension that integrates with Chat GPT and does all the Google searching. Interesting, I haven't come across that, Con, so thanks for that. So yeah, look at the Chrome extension for Web Chat GPT. I think I'll plug that in and have a look at that as well too. Thank you for that. All right, so there we go. The URL for that there is chat.openai.com. All right, next one I've got for you is, it's really quite a practical one for those that are doing, have got clients overseas, you're receiving money from clients overseas, or you're paying people overseas. Wise is a virtual bank account, which you can create any number of sub bank accounts here in multiple different currencies. So, if you've got clients that are in the US, paying you in US dollars, you can set up an account like a bank account, and they can deposit. They can make direct transfers into it, as well as using a credit card as well. But they can make direct transfers and deposits into the account in US dollars, and you're able to immediately convert that to Aussie dollars, New Zealand dollars, wherever you happen to be. If you're working in Australia and in New Zealand, for instance, again, you can charge people in their own currencies. And it's super simple just to do the conversions. It's really click of the button in this Wise account. And totally online. You won't find any branches anywhere. And it is, to date, it is the cheapest currency conversion tool that I've ever seen. So, if you're doing currency conversions at a traditional bank, you are being ripped left, right, and center. But Wise is a super cheap option to do those currency conversions. So I use it also if we've got a team in Philippines as well, and it's very easy for payments through to other countries. And the payments go through the Philippines are almost instantaneous. They say they're a 4-hour transfer. Sometimes they're there immediately, sometimes very shortly after. So speed and cost are very sort of simple and effective. You get a debit card with it as well too. So you can get a physical debit card. So I do have a physical debit card, but you can also load it onto your wallets on your phone as well too. And it works like sort of any debit card. So it's a Mastercard. And so you have physical or virtual cards. You can do things like if you've got staff that are spending for you, let's say, someone's running an ad account for you, or you want to empower staff with a sort of certain budget, you can give them a card as well. They have a budget to spend with, and they can't go over it. You can set up approvals. So it's pretty powerful what it can do. Cost to set up a Wise account, $0. So it's not going to cost you anything to set it up. And there are no fees to hold the account. There are fees when you're sort of making transfers in and out of and with currencies, but they're very cheap fees. And when you compare them to some of the bank fees that are out there, it's very, very competitive. So certainly if you are doing business across borders as well, this is a really good solution. So that there is wise.com. Very nice one I got for you is, this is not an online tool. Well, it sort of is, but it really is. A lot of people will see me at this event here. It's called BX, and it is a network tool. Now, I know Jeff, again, you come up again, Jeff. He made a comment to me on the live I did this afternoon that networking is the way of the future. So in a digital age, and when so many people are doing things online, this networking is an absolute boon. So we'll start to see more and more people heading towards some of these. Great thing about BX is that they have physical networking meetings where you turn up, breakfast, meet people, and philosophy is not just swapping business cards, but it is creating referral partnerships. And they also have an online version as well. So you can network across Australia, New Zealand, they're in the US, they're in Canada, and they've opened up in other places as well too. So if you're looking to expand your business into some of those other places, or you're already doing business in those countries, then this is a great way to get some introductions to people that want. I've had introductions through this into podcasts, particularly in the US. It's been really helpful for me for that. And I've had some of the introductions we've had for some of the guests over the past couple of years for this event here have come through the BX network. So I've had people that have referred me through to some quality experts. So some of the people that some of you have listened to have come through this as well too. So website for that is bxnetworking.com. smasgo.com, and they run meetings every week, and highly recommend it if you are looking for some sort of networking. Go and sort of check one of them out. I think it's about $35 or $45 to go to breakfast. They feed you, you get coffee, and you get to sort of make connections with people. All right, and that there is a roundup of our cool online tools and apps for the very first session of Business Owners Smashing It Online this year. So drop in a chat for me. Tell us what was your favorite one, just to give us an idea as to whether there's anything useful. Just drop your favorite one into chat, or the one that may take you down that rabbit hole that you'll disappear into for hours and hours and hours, never to emerge. Yes, I think Chat GPT, that is one that you will find yourself in there for hours. I know that I did. I had other work to do, and I spent my sort of time in there sort of exploring the possibilities. Pictree, so a couple of votes for Pictree. Yep, Chat GPT is getting a lot of votes there as well too. Yeah, it looks like autocorrect doesn't like your old one, so excellent. Yeah, it is a bit of a tongue twister. All right, active user Right Sonic and PictureCon. Yep, excellent. And you've written blogs using Chat GPT as well. Awesome. So good to see some people using some of the technology there. Yes, lots of rabbit holes there, Ron. So I've just given you a few more there to fall down to during the week. Excellent. All right. Well, there we go. One of my favorite segments, cool online tools. As ever, if you find anything in there that's useful, helpful, or interesting, feel free to drop it into chat in the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook group. So that's the idea. That's the place to go and share your insights and ideas. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, go and join it now. And you'll find that a lot of other people, some of the people that are here, they're in that as well too. Great place to drop your questions, add your insights. If you happen to have events that you're sharing or things that you're sharing, you've got opportunities to share that in there as well too. So in terms of AI as well too, planning to do an AI session here in one of our months as well as one of our sessions. So pulling together some tools there that might be helpful for your business and how to use them to really speed things up and make things simpler and easy. All right. Anyone used Plan for scheduling your posts? Karen, I have not heard of Plan. But certainly very interested to find out more about it. And in fact, if anyone's got any apps and tools that you think might be sort of helpful and useful, then yeah, shoot them through to me, and happy to credit you if we profile them on the show as well. I know some of us have been active sharers here, and some of those tools we've certainly had on here, and some of them have are part of my arsenal of tools that I now use online as well too. So thank you for everyone that's done that as well.